Are you ready to create something amazing? Welcome to Sneller Creative Promotions, custom promotional packaging, and unique marketing materials, making your business memorable. This is Sneller Creative Promotions.
You did good, but you got to keep doing good. Astonish me, pal. Hey, it's Sneller, creator of super cool custom promotional packaging and unique marketing materials, ready to hit you with Season 2, Episode 4 of Create Something Amazing, the podcast. So here we go. Keeping with our new theme of something old and something new, we're going to go a little heavy on apparel here, but we're going to start out with super cool custom promotional packaging like I always do. So going back a few years, I did a job for Anheuser-Busch for one of their beers around the world. And it was a tasting kit. It was a gift box, a beautiful piece that was designed to enable the recipient of this gift to taste and experience this beer from around the world. So what we came up with was this two-piece lift-off lid box, handmade or turned edge, as we learned from my episode, is my favorite way to make a box, wrapped in a beautiful red paper stock and a gorgeous metallic foil sticker or decoration on the lid. And when you lift off the lid of this box, inside was the beer. The beer was called Red Label. It's a gorgeous black bottle with a pretty red label on there, a tasting glass, bottle cap opener, and then the literature was in a passport, and the passport was was printed inside to look like you've traveled around the world, and also you could put your tasting notes in there. So again, this thing for Anheuser-Busch, done for an advertising agency, was just absolutely beautiful, and so typical of the things that I do, but this is one of the early ones. And then from promotional packaging, we go to anything with a logo, and as we have talked about in my previous episodes, everyone I know has and is a customer of mine, including my next door neighbor, who is the volleyball coach for the local high school. And he had me do all of his uniforms for the volleyball team for many, many years. And this included everything from embroidered polo shirts for the coaches to wear, to shorts, to practice shirts, to the actual jerseys the kids wore, and even the team bag that they would take. They put all their volleyball equipment in and travel to their various matches. So it's a whole program of team gear, apparel, athletic wear, and I do this all the time, but I especially love doing it for family and friends. So now for something new, we move on to another second generation story, and we talked about in one of my previous episodes how one of my best customers' father used to do business with me here in St. Louis, and this is another one, except I used to do business with this guy's mom. So anyway, he contacted me. He's an app developer out of the West Coast, and he said he was looking for some Christmas gifts, which is great. I do those all the time, and most companies like to give out items with their logo on them and have them provide some value and be useful. And so he wanted to do some coffee cups, but being made in the USA was important to him, and we all know that with Sneller, that's my whole shtick. That's who and what I have been and will always be, is made in the United States, whether it's promotional products or, of course, my promotional packaging. So we found some really nice USA-made ceramic mugs, which is kind of rare. A lot of promotional products are made overseas, but these are actually created in California. So we created these really pretty mugs for him, multicolor printed with his logo. That was one thing, and we did them in a couple of different colors, but then he also wanted a gift box, and so that, as we know from my previous episodes, that's where Sneller really shines, is taking these gifts or these items of value or call to action and putting them in a beautiful gift box. And so we put these in a really nice mailer box. These mugs were mounted in a nice piece of charcoal colored die-cut foam and printed in full color on the inside lid of these mailer boxes. But that's not all. We also did some really awesome embroidered baseball hats for this customer of mine. And you can see all of the pictures of these items that I did for him and all of my other customers on my podcast videos, which we put on YouTube and Vimeo and everywhere else. So anyway, these baseball hats also embroidered in multicolors. But the nice thing about most of my customers is they're thrilled with the first order, and then there's a second order and a third order, and there becomes a repeat customer and a repeat relationship that to me is worth more than any amount of money that I make from these orders. The long-term relationship and friendship to me is everything. So this is a great example of a guy that started with coffee cups, then packaging, then an embroidered baseball hat, and then we did a whole line of apparel for him a hat with a special flex label adhered to it. And when you look at this on my social media, you'll kind of see it, but it's really neat. It's not embroidery, it's not printing. It's almost like a vinyl that is melted or molded and affixed to items of clothing, including this baseball hat. So I did this really cool hat for him, and also these screen printed hoodies and t-shirts, and also a knit beanie. But the beanie had a tag, like a tag, which you'll see is kind of some of these concepts are hot at retail. So this tag and this beanie, I mean, it's a really beautiful line of clothing. So this is just really where Sneller shines, is becoming a partner and a friend to my customers. And it may start with one little opportunity, but it'll grow and expand into hopefully a lifetime relationship of great looking items for my customers, marketing awards for their shelves, and for mine as well. And really, it doesn't get much better than when someone's parent tells them to call Sneller. So we talked about the jewelry company where it was the girl's dad that told her to call me, and now this is the guy's mom told him to call me. So that to me is such an amazing compliment, and it dates me and ages me a bit, but also makes me feel great that I've been in business so long that I'm working on this second generation. And who knows, third generation is probably coming too. So anyway, that is the end of Episode 4 of Season 2 of the Create Something Amazing podcast. Be sure to check me out on all social media channels. Are you ready to create something amazing? SnellerCreative.com, Jeff at SnellerCreative.com, or for promotional products, SnellerCreativePromotions.com. Money never sleeps, pal.
Thank you for listening to Create Something Amazing, a Sneller Creative podcast. For more episodes, remember to like, share, and subscribe.